The political battlefield in the UK is heating up, and the latest twist has left Keir Starmer and his supporters reeling. Reports are emerging that Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has a secret plan in motion, one designed to throw a major obstacle in Labour's path to victory. If these rumors are true, it could change the entire landscape of the upcoming general election. So, what exactly is happening? And why does it matter? Let's break it all down. 4 months now, Labour has been leading in the polls, and many believe Starmer is on track to replace Sunak as Prime Minister. But Downing Street isn't ready to surrender just yet. Behind closed doors, Sunak and his team are reportedly working on a strategy to hold on to power, even as public dissatisfaction with the Conservatives grows. And according to insiders, this plan isn't just about traditional campaigning. It's about reshaping the political playing field itself. One of the biggest weapons in Sunak's arsenal is the power of policy. The Prime Minister is rumored to be considering a wave of last-minute reforms that could make things more difficult for a Labour government if they win. These could include tax policies, public spending plans, or changes to key institutions that would tie Starmer's hands before he even steps into Downing Street. The goal? Force Labour into an uncomfortable position where their promises become harder to keep, weakening their appeal before the election even happens. And then there's the electoral strategy. Some sources suggest the Conservatives are looking at ways to redraw political battle lines, targeting key swing constituencies with tailored policies and aggressive messaging. In other words, Sunak's team isn't just trying to win votes. They're trying to make Labour's path to victory as difficult as possible. But the most controversial rumor? The possibility of an early election call. Some analysts believe Sunak could surprise everyone by moving up the election date, forcing Labour into a high-pressure campaign before they're fully prepared. A snap election would mean less time for Starmer to solidify his message, finalize his policies, and convince undecided voters. If Sunak plays this card correctly, it could catch Labour off guard, shifting the momentum back towards the Tories. Now, how is Labour reacting to all of this? While Starmer hasn't directly addressed these reports, his recent speeches suggest he's aware of the challenges ahead. He's been sharpening his attacks on Sunak, framing the Conservatives as a government that's out of ideas and out of time. Labour insiders, meanwhile, insist they're ready for any tricks the Tories might throw their way. But behind the scenes, there's likely concern, especially if Sunak's strategy turns out to be more than just political speculation. As for the public, reactions are mixed. Conservative supporters argue that Sunak is simply doing what any leader would, using every tool at his disposal to fight for victory. Labour voters, on the other hand, see this as an attempt to manipulate the system rather than win on merit. And for undecided voters, this could be the kind of political drama that pushes them toward, or away from, one party or the other. But here's the big question. Will it work? Even the most strategic political maneuvers can't change the fact that many voters are frustrated with the current government. Economic struggles, the cost of living crisis, and a general sense of political fatigue have left many people looking for change. If Labour can maintain its lead in the polls, even Sunak's best-laid plans might not be enough to turn the tide. What's clear is that this election is shaping up to be one of the most intense in recent history. With Sunak fighting to hold on to power and Starmer pushing for a changing of the guard, every move will be scrutinized, every decision will be debated, and every voter will be watching closely. So, what do you think? Will Sunak's rumored plan shift the balance, or is Labour too far ahead for it to matter? Whatever happens next, one thing is certain. This political showdown is far from over. Stay tuned for more updates as the battle for number 10 continues.